and Negroni.
I was going to say the same thing.
Magliato. With Prosecco in it.
Oh, stunning.
Yeah.
You choked on popcorn, yes, and then...
Sorry.
I don't think Jesus turned water into Prosecco. I've always said that. I've always said that.
I've always said that.
You guys are back. Hey, you were gone last week. Welcome back.
Bye.
Right in the middle. My eyes were closed and everything. You're like, shut up.
I'm kind of tired, I'm not going to lie.
So, I kind of want to start with why you're tired. I want to know the story. Come again?
So...
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So at the beginning of this week, right, one of my coworkers walks in to my office and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to this wedding this weekend, bro. I'm gonna go buy like some nice clothes for it." He spent $300 on a dress shirt, pants, and shoes, and that was it. And I'm like, $300 for that? That's a whole suit, is what you should be spending that money on. But
damn.
I digress. He was like, "I have a wedding." I was like, "Oh, do they need a photographer?" Kind of jokingly, just like, "Do they need a photographer?" Because, I could do it. And he's like, "Oh, I don't know. Let me reach out. Let me ask and see." And apparently they didn't have one.
How do you not have one?
Yeah, this was like a week before.
That's crazy.
So he was like, "Yeah, you mind if I give her?" Well, it was his cousin's wedding, right? And he's like, "You mind if I give her your number so that she can reach out to you?" I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." Not realizing, like, me jokingly saying that was actually going to end up into something. And I'm not mad about it at all. Like, awesome opportunity.
Yeah.
Because it's my first ever wedding shoot. And so she reached out and she was like, "Okay." She's like, "So-and-so said that you do photos. How much do you charge or whatever?" And I was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'm just trying to grow my portfolio."
Oh, wow. Okay.
No cost to you, for free. I'll do it. I'm offering this for free. Offering to do it for free.
Wow.
Because it's my first wedding. I didn't tell him that.
And if you fuck it up, it's like...
Yeah, you didn't pay nothing for these, so suck it.
That's true. That's crazy because it's like they asked how much. You could have given a price, but then that's more pressure on you to, like...
Deliver.
But you've never done it, so it's kind of like... It's safe to do a few... Get your portfolio and then be like, "Here's what I can offer." Because what if you went out there and I don't know the whole story, but you don't know.
Yeah.
You didn't know what you were doing,
Yeah. So, okay, can you turn your headphones down a hair?
My headphones?
Yeah, I'm hearing an echo or something.
Okay. Say something to see if you can hear yourself.
Testing 1, 2. Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, try again.
Testing 1, 2. There we go. Okay.
Okay. Dang.
I think we're good now. Okay. So, technical difficulties out of the way. We've been having those quite a few these past few weeks recording, but it's fine. So I offered to do the wedding for free. So funny story also, I was like, before the wedding, man, this is really hard to tell the story without just telling my whole week and going through all my topics.
Do you want to circle back?
No, we'll just go ahead. So the day before I had gotten back from a trip on Friday. So the wedding was on Saturday. So yesterday, Friday night, I got back from a trip, which I'll talk about later. Right. And I was like, you know what I really want to do? What I really want to look professional at this wedding is those little the double camera straps, that go right here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And so I was searching Amazon to find one that would be delivered the next day. So Saturday, hopes that it came before the wedding, before I had to leave for the wedding. Mm-hmm. So I ordered one, right? And it was estimated delivery 12:30 to 4:30. I was planning to leave around 1:15ish. I was like, okay,
shit.
there's a chance. I leave for the wedding and hasn't shown up yet. And I'm like, it's going to show up as soon as this wedding's supposed to start. The wedding was supposed to start at 3 p.m. It was delivered at 2:58.
Yeah.
So, but now I have it. So next wedding, you know, I can look professional and I can have 2 cameras and be like,
It's like a harness type thing, right? Kind of.
yeah, you want to see, well, I'm in my underwear, so that's kind of weird, but I can try to show it to you without
just
showing off
pixelate blur. Yeah, I used to, at my last base, I had the one shoulder one that I really, really liked because around the neck was just starting to hurt. But I saw some people with the 2, which would have been really nice. Are they just clanking together?
Maybe. It's fine.
I can just hear them.
So it looks like this. And then you got,
that's cool.
They like dangle down and you just drop it.
Because it's 2 different lenses, I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is a 24 to 240 and the other one's a 24 to 105 or something.
Okay, yeah.
But like this is just what I just set it up with just after I got it just to see what it would look like.
Yeah. Yeah, because
what I plan to do is have my normal personal DSLR or digital camera, you know, and then have the film camera on this side and offer film photos as well.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But
yeah, that would have been nice for.
It didn't show up in time.
Yeah, my
so I
last
had to wear my
base,
normal crossbody strap.
Yeah, I like the crossbody though, but yeah, my last base I did DV visits and stuff, and so you're like go in and out, inside, outside, on the bus, off the bus, whatever. And I always just use a 24-70 because sometimes like you just don't know when you're like super close to something. You're like in the vicinity, so I was always like using that lens because I could like zoom just across the room or like zoom out because I'm right here. But there were cases where I was in a bigger conference, not even a conference room, like just big room, like at the Cape. So it was like a big, like launch room, you know, and someone's briefing and I can get far away. So I'm like, I want the 200. So then I'm like, zip my bag. Like, well, you know what I mean? I'm like, dang, if I just had 2, you know, I could, because there are occasions where I'm like, oh, I could snap that. But like the 24-70 did everything. But like, I'm just like, zip. I put the 200 on, and then they're like, all right, let's go. I'm like, yeah, other lens, hurry. Zip link for me. I need to be in front, like sprinting down the hallway, like turning around, like trying to get photos. I kind of miss it. It's so weird. I really do miss the chaos. I know this is kind of off topic, but like I was just thinking today, I'm like, do I even know how to, because I always shot in manual. So I'd be like, like ISO, like I'd be like quick with it. I'm like, oh my gosh, do I know how to do that still? It's been like a year, over a year. That was actually me during the wedding because the sun was like in an awful spot because it was like kind of behind them from the direction I was facing. So it was shooting into the sun kind of. And so what I was doing is I was like shooting underexposed, properly exposed, overexposed, underexposed, and like I would take like 15 different pictures of the same shot with different exposure levels, just so that I have different options when it comes to the cutting room floor to pick whichever's best and edit from which one's best. Yeah, and what you can also do, realtors do that. They take one overexposed, one regular exposed, one underexposed for houses. You can also merge and then that's what I was about to say. They layer them. Yeah. They merge them. So that's smart. Yeah, that's how they do. Like if you internally in the camera, you can turn a setting on it's like HDR or something, and it takes 3 different photos, under, normal, and overexposed, and then it combines them in camera for you. Damn, that's pretty cool. I never knew what HDR was. That makes sense though. Yeah, I mean technically it's not even what HDR really is. HDR is about like the color depth and everything, but that's just what it's labeled as in the camera. Well, I'm excited to see your photos. So I got invited to this wedding. From what I was told, it was going to be a super small wedding, super short, and I was expecting just to stay for the ceremony and then kind of dip after. So I didn't know anyone. Also, a weird comment to say, but needs to be said, I was the only white person there. It was a bunch of Dominicans. Okay.
And I forget how much like the Hispanics like to party it up.
Oh yeah.
And so I ended up being there till like 10 o'clock.
Okay. From 3
to 10 o'clock, 10 p.m.
You left at 1 or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause it was about an hour drive. Yeah. And so, yeah, I mean, it was a fun wedding. Like, it was fun. They all very accepting. The food was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was good. They're like, you can't leave yet. We're going to feed you. And then so I stayed for the whole thing mainly because my boy who said he was going to the wedding and like the hookup guy here, he had a few to drink and I was like, I'll take you home. Don't worry.
Okay.
Because I only drank like half a beer that day.
Yeah. Because you got to be like.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. I think it went well. I brought my flash with me, but left it in the car because it was daylight when the wedding started. And I was fully expecting to be done before it got dark.
Yeah.
And then it got super dark. And I was like, great. It's so bad.
You should have left to go get it.
Yeah. Yeah, but because I have a cage on my camera, like I would have to like take that off to put the thing on. And so that would have taken a lot of time out. And then also my one battery that I had charged died at one point. So I had to run back to my car and grab my video battery, which is this big chunk brick battery. Let me see if I can pull it out and show it to you. Yeah, so I had to go pull out this bad boy.
Oh, jeez.
To plug in as my battery, and it has to be like attached to the cage. I actually did that really fast. It felt like super cool to just be like, shh, everything's on, everything's ready to go. Shh.
That's cool.
But this only had like 19% left. But it's a huge battery, so 19% lasts a long time. Mm-hmm. So that lasted me to the end of the wedding. And it's flashing right now at 3%. So there's still some left in it.
I mean, that's good, though. Like, these are the things you want to figure out. Like, okay, You know what? I don't know what's going to happen. I'm always going to have my flash. Because what if hey, let's go into this room. And then you're just like, shit. I need, like, that's why it's good. Like, good practice. Didn't you mention doing a wedding with a friend or something, right? Doing like a tag along.
I have a few of those booked for next year once I move back. Okay.
That's so cool.
And then I know that she's going to, there'll probably be more pop up where she'll let me tag along. It's a fellow Marine that I met at the schoolhouse. Mm-hmm. And when we met at the schoolhouse, she was like, oh, yeah, I'm also from Arkansas. And so we kind of like clicked over that.
Arkansas buddies.
So, and it turned out great because she's moved back already to Arkansas. She's still in the Marine Corps. She works at an I&I station. But so she's back in Arkansas already and doing wedding stuff. And so we've just been like communicating back and forth. Like, she's like, hey, I've got this wedding. Do you want a second shoot? For next year, obviously, because I don't get back until February. Yeah. But so I mean, the wedding went pretty well. I was actually editing the photos when you hopped on the pod, like on the recording thing, and said something, and that's why I was like, oh, because I was locked in.
Oh, yeah, because when you're editing, you're like looking. You're very like your whole. I think a lot of people don't realize this when you edit. You're just tunnel vision. That's the word for it. Like, you forget there's a world that exists. Like, I remember I was editing this video one time for work, and I didn't stop till 10 p.m. Like, I didn't have, there was like no deadline. I didn't have to, but like, I was like, oh, I can do this. Like, it was like, it's almost like a writer, you know? You were like, oh, I like looked up and I was like, I'm on planet Earth. Like, like I like forgot I'm a human being. Like,
when
living.
You're locked in, you're locked the fuck in.
Yeah.
But I was really antsy last night at the wedding to get back and edit because I was excited to like see what I did and how I did. Mm-hmm. And so I got home at like 10. No, it was like 11 already. It was about 11.
Yeah, you texted me at. Oh, well, that was my time.
Oh, I was still at the wedding when I texted you.
Oh, yeah, because it was, 8:50 your time?
Yeah. So I put the SD card in. I knew how many photos I had taken. I knew that there was like 5,000 something photos on that card. Oh. It took, I think, an hour and a half to transfer all those photos. It was like 60 gigs worth of photos.
god. Oh my god.
And that's just one SD card. I've got another SD card with some photos on it too.
Damn.
So I'm excited. I mean, it's going to be a lot to go through, but luckily I know that it's 5,000 photos, but a lot of those are the under proper overexposed. So they're the same photos, and it's just me having to go through and pick one of those from a big section.
Yeah. Okay.
And so once I dial in and be like, okay, so this is the proper exposure I want for all my photos, getting to those sections, I'll be like, okay, so this photo is going to be the one that works best with the settings that I'm trying to apply.
And you said you'd get them some edited sneak peek photos today.
Yeah.
Damn.
So mainly just like ones of like the big moments in the ceremony type things. And then I want to have them to them by the end of, so probably next Saturday. Like all the group photos, reception photos, things like that. Because those reception photos I know are going to take me a while to edit.
Yeah.
Because
you're probably I'm thinking for the sneak peek, you'll probably just jump through. Like, look, I don't think you can go through 5,000 that fast, but you'd be like, oh, here's this part, here's this part. Let me grab a couple and then pick the best one. And then, cool.
Yeah. I also shoot on continuous high, which is a problem, I know. And I have it on silent shutter, so I can't hear the shutter going, because in a ceremony, you don't want to be, loud and obnoxious.
Yeah.
So I have it on silent shutter. And so I just hold it down, and the only indication that you're taking a photo is like a little light on the edges of the screen. And so it's just moving so fast, you don't know how many you're taking at one time. But I'm just like,
But if it's like that important moment that's only happening once, like the kiss or whatever, I'd be like, hold that shit down for
that way you get like
long. Because what if you get like right before they touch, and then you're getting like the coming apart? You're like, ew, I needed the press, and then and then you gotta AI the lips in. I'm just kidding.
Yep. I've already thought about, so like some of the grainy photos, I'm like, is there AI software that I can use to make this look better?
I think even just Premiere does
not
denoise, but in not the voice. They have denoise for photos. So what really occurred to me and makes me so happy right now is the thought of, I don't have to write any captions for these photos like I do for the job I'm in now. Because fuck captions. Virins?
No virins, no battery naming. No, what the hell? Anyway. No,
viewers only. You know what just happened.
No worrying about ethical guidelines for editing. I can edit however I want to make these look good. I could even throw them into Photoshop and do generative fill if I really wanted to.
Yeah, you could literally do anything. It's so funny because I'm just now teaching my students Virins. They just got their Vision IDs. They just learned how to battery name. And like, it's so funny because the questions they ask, like, oh, do I like have my selects and then I Viren? I'm like, no. You do it from the beginning. All of them.
Your raws, place them in order from beginning to end, and then you Viren that way. That way, when someone's looking through the photos and they see the numbers, they can be like, oh, this happened at this point. This happened at that point.
Yeah. I was like, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're just like, and I'm like, I get it. That's just the way you do it. But also try to question it. It becomes confusing, like captioning, like present tense and then past tense. That's just how we do it. Like if you're like, why? Like you're going to start confusing yourself. Just do it. And
battery naming is so easy though.
Oh yeah. They made templates within Bridge.
Yeah. You make those templates and then you just Control A, select all, battery name, and suddenly they're all exactly how you want them.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's kind of the story of the wedding. I mean, there's some stuff I can tell you offline about it because I don't want to be like, say something and then somehow the customer hears it and is like, oh, he was talking. And I was like, I'm just telling stories,
Yeah. You're like, oh my. Yeah. Like all the.
Yeah.
Are you going to post any photos here with blurred faces so we can see?
No, I'll post them on my Instagram though, once I'm done. So Woodland Media. And then probably the launch of the website will be happening soon after because now that I have actual wedding photos to put on there, I think that's like prime time. But I got to finish working on like pricing for packages and things.
You should do I know people like fall photos, like little photo shoots.
Yeah, like little
and
minis.
stuff.
Fall minis.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like-
it's like 30 minutes. You offer like however I can't remember how many I've seen, but it's like a 30-minute session. You offer maybe like 5 edited selects and they get all the raws or something.
Yeah.
100 raw or something like that. But you do it like a little pumpkin patch or a little like yeah.
Yeah, I've thought about that. It's just I'd have to find a pumpkin patch or something around here and partner with them, and then they'd have to be like, "Oh, well, what work do you have?" Something really cool that a guy did back in my hometown. His name is Kurt Jones. Go look him up on social media. Amazing photographer.
Shout out.
What he does is he has like these photos. They're in the alley photos. So he does like Christmas in the alley, fall in the alley, and he has this like alley right by his studio that he like decorates and puts up fall decor, Christmas decor, whatever.
That's
and
so cool.
And there's like a little bench, and he does like $5. You can get like a photo taken in there, and it looks really good, professional. And it's just $5, and you get a photo out of it.
That's
nice family
really
photo.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
Damn.
Yeah. That was that.
So there's so many ideas. Like it's like unlimited ideas for when it comes to. I mean, not just being a photographer, but like the creative space, like
an
alleyway. Like he turned that into something. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I can see you doing that.
Yeah, maybe when he retires, I'll take over his spot.
There you go.
Continue the in the alley photos.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the wedding.
So that's why you're tired.
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't get home till late. And then I was trying to wait for all the photos to transfer over to the computer so I could try to start editing. And then I fell asleep right after they finished and was like, you know what, it's fine.
Yeah, you texted me 11:50 my time. You were like, what time do you want to record tomorrow or something, right? And then you were like, there's no way you're asleep. It's not even midnight. Bruh, you know my ass was in bed at 9.
It was a Saturday, though.
I didn't fall asleep till 10, though. But I get up. It's because, like, all week, you know, my bedtime, like, I get in bed around 9, fall asleep before 10, and then I'm up around 5:30 every morning. And this is kind of getting into the little bit of the health journey. But, you know, work out, do my thing, work all day, get home. You know, it's the same thing every day. So when the weekend comes, Friday night, I was up. Well, I had PT this past Friday, like, Dimphos PT, so up even earlier, and I was tired. So, of course, I fell asleep at, like, 9:30 on Friday night. And then I think I woke up at like 6:30 or 7, which is sleeping in from like 5 a.m. You know, on Saturday. So I get up and I'm like, I can't sleep. I'm ready for the day.
Yeah.
And then, so then I'm tired at like, well, I fell asleep at like, I probably made it to like 10:30. So like I did sleep in a little and then made it later than I normally do. But you know me, I'm not going to go out and like be social.
Yeah. Let me read you something that I wrote during the wedding. And so this is my 3 stages of a photo shoot. Stage 1, during. Man, these photos are going to be awful. Stage 2, immediately after taking the photo and looking at the camera LCD. Damn, these actually turned out amazing. Stage number 3, editing. Who let me have a camera? These are shit. Because it's like that camera LCD, like the little screen on the camera.
Yeah.
So deceiving.
Yeah, because when the photo is shrunk down to this big, you're like, look at that crisp, nice photo. And then it blows up on your laptop and you're like, yeah, I want to die.
Yeah, I go from like that small screen to my giant 32-inch monitor with a higher color depth and everything. And it's just like,
Not the T.
All right, so I will show one photo I took. This was just kind of a goofy photo. It's not really of the wedding. It's of my buddy who was at the wedding. But I think it's a good photo. But now that I'm looking at it on the big screen, it's got a lot of grain in it.
I mean, sometimes that just happens. I mean, you still got the edit. You didn't edit it yet, right?
I edited it a little bit on my phone.
Oh, well.
But window. Let's just share the photo.
Oh.
Do you think he has an idea?
That's a cool photo. I would, if that was me, I would love that photo.
Yeah, I'm hoping he sets it as his profile picture or something.
That's such a cool, like, yeah, like with the light bulb. I love that. That's funny.
Yeah.
The emotion in it. Okay. And I like the mood of that photo. Like, it seems like it's got some sort of, not filter, but like theme to it, which I like. Yeah. Because I know a lot of photographers have their own theme when it comes to editing, but
yeah, like their own style.
Like, that kind of looks like yours. Like,
well, that's because it is mine.
Well, I'm saying, like, I'm not like looking at that like that doesn't look like something you'd edit. Like, seeing that, I'm like, oh yeah, that's so you.
Yeah. So that was the wedding. I feel like we can move on now to what we've been watching.
Okay.
Because there's something that we both watched that I feel like we need to talk about.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. I've been talking about it all week with a lot of people. So.
Yeah, I've been asking people who's heard about it and like talking about it. Yeah.
I've got a lot of questions. There's some conspiracies online, but for those of you wondering, we're talking about Unknown Number on Netflix.
Yes. And like I really like, I'm kind of upset that I knew that it was the mom before I watched it. Because imagine watching that and that twist happens.
Yeah. Have you been seeing the videos of people like recording their parents or whoever's watching it find out and they're like, no.
Yeah. I think my biggest thing about the whole ordeal was after the fact that they found out it was the mom and the mom gets confronted in front of her daughter and the mom's just like trying to hold and hug on her daughter. And her daughter was ended up being like, yeah, I still email with her. I talk to her. Like, I want to keep that relationship with her. And I'm like, she literally told you to kill yourself.
Yeah, I think that's the problem a lot of people had. But like the thing about that is, I think in that moment when, I don't know if the daughter fully understood what was going on because they didn't come out and say, every single text you'd be getting to kill yourself and all those creepy sexual things, that was your mom. Like, I don't think she like, no one told her, you know what I mean? And then like if she was kind of comprehending it, she's kind of in shock. And the person you want is like your mom. I don't think she was like putting it together. And I think she needs like a lot of therapy for someone to like tell her and to like actually soak in those texts, all that you were feeling, everything you were going through. She did that. So I don't think she knew that. And then I think after the fact too, I think she needs therapy because she's like, because it didn't sink in. She's like, oh, well, I miss my mom. I want my mom. But it's like, there's this other part of her that you don't know. Like something, she definitely needs a lot of therapy. Like bad.
Also, kudos to the dad, though.
The dad. Can we get a round of applause for the dad, please?
Please, round of applause for the dad. Let's do it. Let's get him a round of applause. Yes. Go dad. Yes.
Go dad.
The way
he was like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, and when the cops were there, he's like, because once they leave and I do something stupid, you don't need to be here because it's going to come out on you or something like that. And I was like,
yeah.
Man, I would have been throwing hands with the cops there. I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, and like I knew it was the mom because didn't we kind of talk about it? Or I just knew.
Yeah, we saw. I saw it on TikTok. Yeah,
yeah,
and we talked about.
I think that was like a different perspective going into it because the whole time I'm like, "There's no way this is the mom." I'm like hearing the stuff the whole
time. Did you see her?
And I'm like, "There's no way." I'm like, "Oh, maybe she was like had a little part in it," but I'm like, "There's no way it's the mom." I was like in denial the whole time, and then when it like came out, I was just like. Wait, so you mean to tell me? Like, I knew at the beginning, but I still couldn't wrap my head around it. Even I couldn't wrap my head around it. You think her daughter could? Like, there's no way. But, like, I've been seeing so many memes and, like, TikToks of people, like, taping their nose up and being like, I'm going to text you.
Have you seen that one meme sound that's like, you know who this motherfucker looks like, low-key?
Yeah.
So there's one of that, but it's the mom... And then it's a picture of the duck from Chicken Little.
Oh my God. It does look like her. I saw one, it was sent a picture of the daughter doing the interview. And it's like, if I send you this, I'm a real one till the day we die. Or like something like that. Like, I'm in it till the day we die. I'm like, oh shit. Or like, did I send you the one of like her like on her phone like this? And it was like, when me leaving a review when McDonald's doesn't put one sauce in my bag or something, and it's like her on her phone. Oh my God.
You didn't send me that one. Me responding to all the haters.
Yeah. But like, so me and my mom are just sending these back and forth because she watched it too, and my sisters. We were all like, what the heck? My mom is like, so in the like dramatic like remake of these scenarios, right? Like they have the people on their phone, like they have a couple B-roll shots of like that. My mom's like, is that really her like doing those? And I'm like, yeah, I think no, it was her. Shot. Like the ones like of her sitting on her, like they'll get her on the couch. Oh yeah,
like, of her like sitting on the couch, phone,
like those, not the ones with their face in it. I'm like, like they told her, hey, go sit on the couch. I'm sure they just said, and pretend like you're scrolling on your phone, but like they're gonna put your interview over going, oh, I want you to, Owen is gonna do this, or he's thinking of me, like I'm not even gonna say all the sexual stuff, but they're gonna put that.
This is what she looks like. If you can see that, I can't.
Oh yeah, they're gonna put that overview over you pretending to text, and my mom's like, why did she agree to pretend like she was doing it again?
Yeah, that's the same reason that Jillian didn't do the Biggest Loser documentary. Because she knew that whatever she did or said, like, they were going to tell their own narrative with that footage and with those interview sound bites and things.
But why did the mom even do it? Why did the mom get on camera? Like, what is so wrong with you?
Weird to me was she was acting like the beginning, like when she was answering the interview questions, she was answering them as if she didn't do it. Yeah, didn't know who it was and didn't do it.
Yeah, I think that like, they told her, hey, take us through your reaction at the beginning of these, like your thought process with this other mom. Pretend like you don't know. Like, obviously they know, so they had to be like, how were you helping, even though it was you the whole time? But she didn't say it. What
I really think they glossed over this too much, and they kind of like, it was briefly mentioned at the end, but it's super weird, was her obsession with her daughter's boyfriend.
Yep.
And like they just kind of glossed over that, like the fact that she was going to his games after they broke up, like, and was texting these things to basically, I don't know, to me it felt more like she was preying on the boyfriend. It was more of what was trying to happen.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, yeah, that's something that I saw two people were like, why aren't we talking about this? Because they were saying she used to take her daughter's phone and text the boyfriend from her daughter's phone. She would go to the games, even like the away games, and like his parents had to be like, no, that's weird. Don't come to his games.
Yep.
But also people are saying, why is she not a registered sex offender now? Because the things she was saying about him and like herself, like he's a child. I don't even think he's 18 yet, is he? They're like 16 now.
They're still in I think it's their senior year was when they recorded all that.
Yeah, they were like 14, 15 at the time.
Yeah. And so like I think it's crazy that she only got hit with counts of stalking and only got a year and a half in prison. Like it was more than just stalking. It's more than what was happening. Way
more. Like she should be a sex offender for sure, because like a registered sex offender.
Oh yeah.
What she was saying, like I just don't understand that. And like, why would she why would she agree to do this interview and sit down and be like, yeah, because she tried to justify it, but I didn't really hear like a justification. So
every time I was actually talking to my TV at one point because she was like trying to justify it, and I was like, I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
Like, there's no excuse.
You're not going to make me feel sympathetic for you.
No. Which I think she wanted to tell her own story, tell her side of it. But I'm like, unless you're like, hey, I went to see a psychologist, psychiatrist, I'm legally like insane.
Yeah.
And I have these moments of like, I'm diagnosed with this. I wasn't there and I'm still not. So like, I can't, you know, if it's not that, then like you're registered sex offender, you have issues. I don't know. There's nothing you can tell me that would make it that okay unless you're like, yeah, I'm legally mentally ill.
Well, she said she had like some sort of mental illness, but never really specified what it was.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't know if I believe you. It feels like you're just trying to come up with excuses to make yourself seem more sympathetic so people don't hate you. Guess what? We all still hate you.
Yeah, didn't she bring up like stuff that happened to her in childhood that she hasn't processed? Yes. But I'm like, okay, that you can't,
not an excuse.
Still can't justify.
Yeah,
that's
not. It's not a good. It's not an excuse at all.
Because there are bad things that happen to people worse than maybe what happened to you that don't do this.
Yeah.
Or they seek help before they get there, or like, you know what I mean. So, and then like, she said she didn't start it. So it was someone else. But then she continued it on.
So what I think, because if you remember, there was like the first messages happened like a year before all of hers did. So I think that maybe like that first round at the very beginning may have been someone else, and then it was like a year and a half later before her mom was like, oh well, I could just use that and bounce off of that and start texting them that way. Yeah, maybe that's when her like. And obsession grew. And yeah, I think everything from that point on was her. Because she also tried to mention, like, it wasn't just me, like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I think it was just you. I think it was you after, like, the first few texts that stopped fairly quickly and didn't continue for years. That probably wasn't you. That could have been some jealous kid or whatever. But then everything after that year gap, like, that was 100% her. That's just gross. And like, there's other conspiracies out there that like the daughter was in on it, or that the daughter was herself sending them and the mom took the fall. Well, so like that was a theory at the beginning of the investigation, was it not? I think so. But what did they say when they looked into her doing it? That well, I think the mom just taking accountability for it and being like, it was me. I don't know. Part of me is like, there could be something there. Like the mom just took the fall, because her reaction to being like, do you know what's going on? Like, do you know what this is? You know why we're here? And she was like, yeah. I don't know. Her reaction to getting caught was very like, I could see it being like she's taking the fall for her daughter, and her daughter's like really quiet. I don't know. I don't know. The mom looks like she would have done it. That's all I'm saying. She has the face. The mom does look, I mean, she's, obviously probably like insecure and like, it's just weird. Like, I don't know. The whole thing is just messed up. And she just got out of prison last August, but can't see her daughter, obviously. Good. Yeah, I still don't understand. Like, people were like, I don't understand how CPS wasn't there when they told the mom and the daughter. Like, there should have been someone there. Yeah, I was thinking about that, too. Like there should have been, like, CPS or someone. Yeah, I agree. Protect the daughter and be like, no, we need to take her away from you, you psycho. But, like, they just let that happen. That was, like, really weird. Yeah. Yeah, and, like, I don't think they should have been able to email and stuff like that, because I'm like, this shit was sent over text. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And then, like, one of the things I think the mom had sent was, like, to the daughter. One thing that I saw was a red flag that they brushed over was, like, she didn't respond or something weird the way she responded to her mom. She was like, that was a weird response. You act like you don't love me. Like, it was very, like, pick me. Weird, like, in one of the, like, emails. And I was like, ew. She, like, craves for attention and stuff. I don't know. I think if that was me and that was my mom that had done that to me, just know that I would never speak to my mother again. Yeah, that's she would not exist to me anymore. This is going to affect her whole life. Like, not only the creepy sexual stuff, your mom saying, kill yourself. Yeah, that's the one that really got me. Like, the sexual stuff, like, it's bad, but the telling someone to kill themselves,
your daughter.
that's a whole no, and I think it's, and what I hated was when the interviewers were like, asked the mom, did you ever, when you sent those messages, ever think that she was actually going to do it? And the mom was like, oh no, like she's not that way. Like
she wasn't gonna.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's not how it works. Like it's the people that you don't expect to do it that end up doing that.
Yeah.
There's no reason to be playing around with that kind of like words and saying things like that to people.
Yeah. Like you don't say that even if you're like, oh, I didn't think they were gonna. Well, you were breaking down her emotionally for years. So you don't know that where she's at now. You know what I mean? Because she amped it up slowly too.
Yeah.
Ugh. I can't believe she's out of prison.
Yeah.
She should not have a phone. She should not be talking to her daughter. Ew.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Go watch the documentary if you haven't, because it is wild.
And it doesn't ruin it if you know that it's the mom, because we knew. And yeah,
I was still shocked and
disgusted. I literally, like, it doesn't happen often after like documentaries and stuff, because I watch a lot, but after this one I was just like, I think I texted you, I was like, I'm unwell. Yeah,
you did.
I was really unwell. Like, I was like, I need a minute.
I was like, okay, I have to watch this now before so that we can talk about it.
I was really not okay for like a while. I was like,
that's how it was when I watched the Monsters show, the Lyle and Eric show. I was unwell for a while.
Yeah, that one got me too.
What's funny though is, so I had a trip flew out on Thursday, flew back on Friday. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about that later. But Friday, so I'm a procrastinator when it comes to like, not Friday, on Wednesday, I'm a procrastinator when it comes to like packing and getting ready for trips and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I was just sitting on my couch and it was like 10 o'clock and I was like, dang, I really need to pack and I really need to wash laundry and clean my house and everything. I was like, you know what? I'm going to eat dinner and watch a movie. And so I put on the documentary and I was like, okay, I'll just clean while it's on, or I'll just pause it and get out. Yeah, turns out I finished that, didn't start packing until like midnight. Didn't go to bed till 3 a.m. and had to be at the airport at like 6. So I got like no sleep. I always do that to myself before trips though. That's why usually when I have a trip, I like to book my flights for like 11 in the morning, 11, 12. Mm-hmm. But for this one, I needed to be there early enough to actually go do things when I got there because it was such a short trip. Mm-hmm. So I had to book it at like an 8 a.m. flight, which meant I had to be up early. And that was
I like early flights because they're usually never delayed. And
what do you mean? I got delayed by 2 hours because we didn't have a captain for our flight.
I don't know. I never really get delayed. Like, very rarely do I. Like, early morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But real quick, just a little high note to mention since we just talked about all that. On the way back, on the flight back, I did not take any Dramamine, and I survived the flight without puking. Woo! I mean, it was only an hour flight, but we still survived it. So
did it.
Big win for me.
Moving up in the world.
Yeah, I think anything longer than an hour probably would have been like, whoa.
Oh, God. Yeah, because by the time you get up, you're just coming back down.
Yeah. All right. What else have you watched?
Well, we talked about it a little bit last week, but I watched... Did I even finish it? The first episode of The Paper. Okay, obviously it's not The Office. That's not the best thing I've ever seen in the entire world. But I was like, I enjoyed it. So I was like, I think this is something I could keep watching and, get into like a little bit.
Yeah. I still haven't finished the first season.
Okay. Yeah, I only did like the first intro. Very intro to everyone. But it's interesting. Like, I'm intrigued enough to keep going with it.
It definitely takes a couple episodes to like find its footing. But once it finds it, that's when it gets good.
Okay.
So like,
yeah, because I'm willing to push a little bit more. And they're like 20-minute episodes. So.
Yeah. So it's pretty good. And then the only other thing that I watched Tuesday, Only Murders in the Building Season 5 premiered.
Knew that was coming.
3-episode premiere. 3 episodes.
Damn.
Oh, it's so good. I'm sorry. I don't want to say anything because it's spoiler territory and my entire family watches that show. But it's so good. I love that show.
Damn. I don't know. I thought I watched the first episode.
Nothing gets me...
I couldn't get into it.
Nothing gets me more into fall than Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah, I think I did watch the first episode and then I just forgot.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened to me my first time trying to watch it.
Yeah.
And then I binged after I got a couple episodes in. I was like, oh, I have to keep watching. So I binge watched the entire first season, and then got a little bit into season 2 because I started it while we were in IMMC. Yeah, and I watched the entire first season. Kind of started the second season, but was like, I need a break before I continue on. So I took a break, and then right before season 4 came out, I was like, oh, I have to catch up so I can watch the new ones as they come out. And so I binge watched seasons 2 and 3, so that I could watch season 4 when it came out. Damn, and now season 5.
I need to get into it because this has happened with some of the best shows I've ever seen. So The Office, I love, and Breaking Bad, I love. And both of those shows, I started the first episode or 2 and was like, I can't do it. Yeah. And then waited, and then eventually, I don't know what happened, went back to them and was like, these are the best shows I've ever seen in my entire life. Well, it's also
how I was with Yellowstone. Because the first episode of Yellowstone is almost 2 hours long. It's a whole movie. And I got halfway through it and was like, this is just not it. And then finally I was like, you know what? I'll go back and watch it again and try it all over. And then boom, I was hooked. I think just that first episode being so long is what deterred me in the original run of trying to watch it. And then once you get past that first really, really long episode, it starts clicking,
Because that's a movie.
Yeah.
Not even an episode. That's a movie in itself.
Yeah. So, but needless to say, that's what we've been watching.
Dang, it only took us the whole pod to get to it. To get through that.
I mean, we had to talk about the wedding,
Yeah.
All right. I feel like we can't gloss over what's been going on in the world at the moment because there's been a lot.
There has been a lot.
And while we don't get political on here, and we're still not going to, I feel like it is appropriate to acknowledge the current state of our country, Mm-hmm. But I don't know the best way to do it, so I just wanted to bring it up. It's crazy what is happening right now and the division going on in the country. And personally, I think more than ever, we need Jesus. That's my thoughts.
There's a lot going on. I mean, just the Charlie Kirk thing. I couldn't believe when that happened. And I hope everyone knows. I don't think we really need to explain it. If not, just Google his name. But
don't go on Twitter.
Yeah.
I saw a faraway video at first, and that didn't really shock me too much. Obviously the event was shocking. What happened was shocking, but it wasn't that gruesome. And then I scrolled down, saw an up close shot of it, and I gasped out loud and had to take a moment to just set my phone down.
I haven't seen it because I don't want to see a video of it.
Yeah. Well, I knew in that moment, he wasn't surviving it. They said he was hospitalized and everything in critical condition. I was like, he's not going to make it. There's no way.
After I heard, because I heard about the shooting, I didn't know any details right away for a while. Mm-hmm. But then when I started to get more details and people were like, yeah, he was dead immediately. Mm-hmm. He was dead immediately. And it's it's sad to see the division of what's going on with this because it's like, it's so sad. This man was like shot and killed. Like he
in
was
front
just
of his
trying to,
wife and kids and a bunch of people.
like just trying to, you know, talk. It doesn't matter about what. It doesn't matter about the circumstances. This man was just sitting, like he's not armed. He's not trying to harm people. He's just sitting and talking. And then just dies. And yeah, wife, kids, like he was a husband, everything. And people are like I saw someone on my Facebook celebrating it and being like, oh, I hope it's hot down there, like talking about him being in hell. And this wasn't someone I really even knew. I think it was like someone I knew of or an acquaintance, whatever. And I just like unfriended them because I'm like, I don't really know you. I don't really care to have you on my Facebook. But also, why are you going to say that about another human being that just died? Like, why are you celebrating? Why are you happy as if he was out here like murdering and raping people? Like, you think like the world's better off without him? Like, no, like everyone has a right to for their beliefs and to say what they want to say and speak what they want to speak. And he was just doing that. So like, why are you celebrating this terrible thing like murder? So yeah, I can't stand the division on this because I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Like, how is there any room for division about what happened? Because it was so terrible. Yeah, and like, I don't know too much about him. Like, I've known of him. Like, he's, you know, but like, and I don't keep up with a lot of this stuff, so I don't know all his views. I doubt I share all the, you know, same ones, but it's like, I'm not just like pure hatred, or maybe I just disagreed so much. I'm just like, oh, I don't like this guy's views. I don't want to celebrate his murder. Like, I'm not going to murder him. I'm not going to. So, yeah, I don't get it. It's like, you have your own view, like to this person that's celebrating it. What if you were just killed for that? Because you think your view is more right, more okay. They're thinking the same thing in their views. Like, what do you... It's just very unintelligent people, I think, that have those views that are celebrating it. And I also think this might just be like within the circle that I'm in, people who did really agree with him and who are seeing like the people celebrating. There's been some awfully nasty comments coming from that side as well against those people who are celebrating. Like, I had some buddies who were saying some stuff about like, we need to be ready because the leftists, like, whatever, like, hate, like, basically saying that we needed to eliminate the leftists and things like that. I'm like, how does that make you any better? Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand. But it's the thing about it too, world we live in, that I'm seeing is like, yeah, they're so divided, but I'm like, the kid, that young man that shot him was a Christian, or I think he was raised Mormon, conservative, like, not transgender, not like, you know what I mean? It's like all these things you guys are so against, like, like people that are here illegally, transgender, gay, like all of that. I'm like, this guy was one of you that believed what you believe. You know what I mean? And then he did that. It's like, well, what? I'm taking everything about the kid with a grain of salt because I've seen multiple reports. More's going to come out, yeah. Specifically with like what was written on the casings. Yeah, that too. I'm kind of things like that. And then like there's been pictures of him in clothing that is from like socialist organizations, like you know. And so I'm just like, I'm taking everything with a grain of salt. You can't judge a person based on what his family believes. And so like, no matter what this kid believed, there was something fucked up in the head for him to have done this. Sure. Like, so everyone can believe that, but we don't take it to the fucking... I think that is the more important aspect that we should be focusing on. Less on what he believed and what he didn't believe. More of like, there is a mental health crisis and something going on Yeah. Like, not even just with him, but like within the world at large right now.
Yeah.
Like, how do we fix this? And what is causing and attributing this mental health crisis that's happening in the world? And I firmly and fully believe that, like, these little boxes, while I love mine, they do way more harm than good. Same thing with media and just being so interconnected and to the news and everything. Like, I think that's what's causing a lot of the problems within the world today.
I agree. And like, people have talked about phones causing more issues in relationships and marriage and all the things we're seeing. Everyone's like, it's this right here that's causing it. But it's like,
it's not even specifically this, it's the algorithms on the platforms that are on this. So, and they're getting sucked up into an echo chambers and things like that on social media. Like, we need real human connection.
yeah. And I don't know if it's ever going to get back to, I think we're going down a weird.
I think there would have to be some sort of cataclysmic, I think that's the word, event, like something huge happen for that to ever go away.
Yeah.
So now that we've gotten that out of the way.
I know. I'm like,
that was heavy. There's a lot there. Let's talk about, okay, first off, let me just mention, last week I said that I needed to go clean my car and everything. I did it. I cleaned my car. I vacuumed it out. I washed it. I pulled the mats out. Pressure washed them. Like, it is clean. And we're very proud of it.
Mine's dirty again. I need to clean it.
I've kept it clean, but it's only been a week. So, and I've also was gone for part of the week. The only thing in there right now, I believe, is a Coke Zero in the cup holder and maybe a bag from McDonald's from last night that I'm planning to throw away when next time I drive my car.
There's also a Coke Zero in my cup holder.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay. So yeah, my car's clean. Very proud. Very happy, very proud. So I just wanted to mention that.
Good job.
21 Pilots had a new album come out.
I've been hearing about this online.
On Friday, right? And so, like, they have this lore, like a whole storyline that's been spanning multiple albums. And with the last album that came out, I had this theory. There's a character in the lore called the Torchbearer. And basically he's the guy who is always saving our main character, Clancy, and like trying to get him to escape the oppressive society that he's in now, and trying to help him escape and everything. And so my theory was the Torchbearer is a symbolic for Jesus, because 21 Pilots, like, the band members are Christians, and it's very, very evident in their latest album, like the one that just came out. And I think with this album, like, it's been solidified. But like their music and everything, like, it's always been the type of music that's like, it's up to your own interpretation. Like, you interpret it how you want to interpret it.
Yeah.
But I firmly believe, like, when that character was like being written and developed, like, that was kind of what they had in mind. And so they finished up the storyline with their first song on this album and a music video that came out with it. And what the ending ended up being was, like, the whole story is a cycle. And it's supposed to be like the cycles of depression, and like, you keep trying to get better, you keep falling back down, but you keep trying to get better. But slowly but surely, like, it's you just got to keep going, because slowly but surely you're gonna get there, like, eventually. And there's like some symbolism that marked, like, oh, he's a little bit more healed now than he was at the beginning of the last cycle. And so, like, all that came out, and then they did, like, for one day only on Friday, they offered a digital exclusive version of the album that had one bonus track on it called Drag Path. And you know me.
I know you.
I like music. I like to have all the little special thingies. So I bought it, right? And I listened to the song, and it basically confirmed my theory. And so let's see. Let's surely by now they have the Drag Path lyrics online.
Oh yeah.
Lyrics. This whole album, though, I gotta say, like, it's phenomenal. My first listen through, I didn't really listen to the lyrics, so I was just like, it's all right. It's really grown on me since then, and I think that, like, the lyrics, they came at a time that I really needed them, and I'll kind of get into that here in a minute. But here's the lyrics for Drag Path. It's almost a worship song. When I see the devil's eyes, a current travels down my spine. He found me. Seems as though I've lost again. A story told ad nauseum. He found me. Maybe once or twice or three, he's tried his hand at drowning me, but I'm still on fire, at least I'm pretty sure. When I see the devil's eyes, I'll look away and smile wide. You found me, because then I'll know you're also there, because proof is in the adversary. You found me. I think I pronounced that word right. A drag path etched in the surface as evidence I left there on purpose. A sad sack lying on the surface. Can you find me? I dug my heels into the gravel as evidence for you to unravel. A drag path etched in the surface. Can you find me? Would you please, please hurry? Would you please, please hurry? And then it's the chorus again. The drag path etched in the surface as evidence I left there on purpose. A sad sack lying on the surface. Can you find me? I dug my heels into the gravel as evidence for you to unravel. A drag path etched in the surface. Can you find me? The sun begins to rise. We made it through the darkest night. You found me. And so it very much seems to be a story of, you know, every time that he feels like every time that the devil's tried to pull him away, like God has always come back and found him and brought him back to the fold. Like, and so, and that fits into like this whole thing fits into the lore, because every time that Blurryface, the evil guy, takes Clancy, our main character, away, like drags him back into the city, our main character puts his heels in the ground and leaves marks so that the torchbearer knows where to go to come find him.
Wow. Oh yeah.
And so like it really like seems like it's putting this like allegory, and I don't know, I love the lore. I don't know. Anyway,
I didn't know there was lore. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, they have like music videos that all like tie together and everything. So
that's crazy because I don't listen to music like lyrics or watch music videos. So I'm just like so not spun in on all this.
Yeah, I think this album came at the perfect time for me, because when it came out, I was having this moment of, there's a listener in the chat. Someone watching. Anyway, so I was having this like moment of my life where I felt very like I had been distancing myself from my faith, like not on purpose, just like it was just kind of happening. Like I wasn't praying as much. I wasn't going to church, reading my Bible or anything like that. And so the whole album was kind of about like, it doesn't matter like how far you fall from the faith or how many steps back you take in your faith journey. Like God still is he still loves you. He's still coming after you. He still wants you to be a part of the fold. Yeah. And so like, that was a very important reminder that I needed, I think. And that was like a huge theme throughout the album. At least what I took away from the album was that theme. And I think one of my favorite songs on the album, I have a couple. I really like a lot of songs. There's Tally by 21 Pilots, or Tally, that was on the album. Let's see. You want to tally, I lost the count. You want to love me, I let you down. Still now you believe in me somehow. When I replayed in my mind, I see your heart break every time. Still now you believe in me somehow. And like, that's just straight up like him saying like, I've sinned and, you know, I've fallen so far, but yet you're still coming after me, chasing after me type thing. So I really like that song, big one. Yeah. Ooh, another part of the lyrics here. Ooh, somehow I thought you were keeping track of every time Just figured you were keeping track of every time I let you down. I reached your trust. I let you die. Just figured you were keeping track of every time you were keeping track. But that's like him saying like, oh, I thought God was keeping track of every time that I fell away, every time I sinned, every time I did something wrong. But he's not. Like, because we're saved, we have assurance that all of our sins have been wiped from they're no longer a stain on our soul. So I really like those lyrics. Another one, Downstairs. This was I kind of pirated the album because someone mentioned something about this song being like basically a worship song again. And I was like, oh, I want to hear it now. And there's some biblical imagery in here. You can have all I've made and all I've ever known. You can have both my lungs if you ask me so. Because I want to be the one after your own heart, and I might doubt the process like I doubted the start. So I'm begging, oh mercy. I'm begging, oh mercy. Downstairs, I feel better in the cellar down there. It's some shelter from the weather. I wear all of my heart on my sleeve. I'll take what I believe, and I'm hiding it downstairs. And I think that's the moment of him being like, their band is like very subtle with their faith. Like it's present throughout their lyrics, but like they're popular with everyone. Like they're a big band. Yeah. And so I think that's him coming to a moment of like, have I been pushing this down and hiding it too much? Yeah. Should I be sharing it more type of thing? And so I really like that one, that song. And then there was also the song called Garbage, which this one was like the mood. When it came out, I was like, oh, I'm really like relating to this one. I feel like garbage. I feel like my systems are operating at 20% or less. I'll walk you through the numbers. I'll show you nothing's left. I'm biting down on my shirt sleeve. I'll lash out if you're in arm's reach. I'm so lost, like what is happening? Like I feel like garbage. I can't decide if I could feel more or I just knew less when I was younger. Bright-eyed with wonder, do you know which name it's under? Would you move closer if I grew quieter? Maybe this is you. Maybe you don't fix and you like it like this. And like that, those lyrics right there, would you move closer if I grew quieter? Maybe this is you. Maybe you don't fix and you like it like this. It's one of those things of like God accepts us how we are, where we are, and in whatever moment we're in. Yeah. And the question of would you move closer if I grew quieter? That was me. I really was like, yeah, I've been growing quieter. Is he moving closer now? Like, is this like that moment that I'm having with this album coming out and like the lyrically and everything? Is this the moment of him reaching back out or reaching out and me actually acknowledging that he's reaching out? Yeah. To pull me back into the fold type thing. So I don't know. I just really wanted to talk about it. You know how I am with new albums. Really have been enjoying that one since it came out.
Yeah. I love 21 Pilots.
I wanted to bring it up. So I was also in Montana when that came out. So this was the trip I was talking about, the very quick trip. Again, love Montana. I went out there to do some like visits to radio stations and stuff to like try to get them to play our ads and then to do a social media class with some recruiters out there. So like I had a lot of free time. Like once I did those things, I was like free to do my own thing the rest of the day. So I just kind of spent some time throughout Bozeman, Montana, driving around. Ate at a place called Old Chicago. Had a lot of fun. We were driving to this one radio station, and I looked to my left, and like, so you know how like a turning lane opens up, and there's like the curb in the middle of the road. Yeah. Kind of like turns in with it. Yeah. Well, so this lady was trying to get into the turning lane, and I was like the last car in the main lane that's not. So I was like keeping her from getting into the turning lane. I was just a little old grandma in a Subaru, and she's like, screw it, I'm gonna hop up on the curb. And she just drove up onto the curb. And then like the median. Yes. I was like, well, you know what? You get it, grandma. You get it. Hey, go for it. I mean, whatever gets you where you're going, you know?
But, she lives so much life, she's like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. But I just thought that was funny. But yeah, Montana trip was fun. Very beautiful out there. Beautiful country. Yep. That's about everything from me. Do we want to do our one crossover topic?
Sports segment?
Yes.
I'll prepare my ears. Prepare yours, listeners.
And welcome back to Sports with the Yapaholics, where two people who know nothing about sports try to talk about sports. Up first, we have our co-host, Dakota. What do we have going on in your sports realm?
So first of all, that intro or for that segment, it's so like 80s. It's giving like 80s like vibe. Yeah. So what's going on in sports? Josh Allen had a nosebleed today. In case you're wondering.
No problem for me. I do have Josh Allen on my fantasy team, but no issue for me because I am on a bye week this week.
And I was on a bye week last week, which was our first week, which was, I think I talked about it nice because I could kind of fill out my players. See what they're doing, you know. And just looking at my fantasy right now, I'm projected to win 83%. I'm popping off, so hopefully that continues. What else big has happened? Well,
let's mention last week's fantasy game. I ended up winning.
Hey, who'd you play? Oh, but I
don't remember, but I really was like I was projected to lose at the beginning. And then I was projected to win, and then I was extremely projected to lose, and then I won.
And then you came back. Don't tell me that, because I'm really projected to win right now, and I don't want there to be a comeback.
These things can go any way. There's no telling.
We have no
projections
idea.
Mean nothing.
That nosebleed could be something else, and then he's gone.
No,
we don't know.
I played content last week.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
he was so pissed that he lost because his whole bench popped off.
Yeah,
he was
we thank Josh Allen for last week's game because he got me nearly 40 points last week. It was like 38 something. Yeah, 38 something. So shout out to
people shitting on you for picking a quarterback immediately first.
Yeah, look what's got me so far.
Week one, Joey.
Week 1 is a win. Did I score a lot?
I won.
No, but I won.
Yeah,
and then week 2 is a bye week, so this is my week to make some trades.
Scope out how
get
your
my
bench
roster
is doing.
right. Yeah,
there you go.
Fix everything up so I can come for everyone in the finals.
Yeah, like we even care to win, but also there's no money on this. I was thinking about it earlier. I'm like, if there was money on this, I would eat, sleep, breathe. I would be researching. I would be watching clips like the players do, being like, oh. Okay, now they're playing this team. Let me watch film for this team going to play them next week. I'm going to play this player. I would be going in. Okay, but there's no money on this. I'm having fun. But like...
you said that in a way that seems like you're having fun. You're like, I'm having fun.
I'm having fun. Just know if I wanted to win, it would happen. I could dedicate my life to this if I really wanted to win. Which I won my first year.
My assistant coach is about to help me win.
Who?
ChatGPT, my assistant coach.
I haven't used it yet, but...
Yeah. Well...
There's still time.
What else do we have in the realm of sports, or is that all?
That's it.
All right, thanks for joining us for Sports with the Yapaholics. Until next week.
I love it. I really do. Okay, though, it looks like the last few topics on here are me.
Yeah.
We're over time. I have to pee really bad, so I'm going to speed through these, okay?
All right, speed through. Speed.
Health journey. Going great. Still eating healthy, still working out, feeling good, proud of myself. That's
proud
really
of you. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. That's all there is.
Yeah.
Ordered groceries today on Instacart. They couldn't get on base. They didn't speak English, not even the tiniest bit. It was like a husband and wife. So I had to meet them like just off base. So that was kind of annoying because I didn't want to leave my house.
Yeah, like that's the whole point.
That's the whole point. But I just had to go right down the road. I didn't have to do all the shopping. But still, like, I was not feeling well. I had a huge workout this morning and I did not eat. So I think my body was like, just feeling off, but it's okay. It got done. And also he was coming from DC for some reason. Yeah, and I was like, I put my address and like where I'm wanting you to go, but I don't pick like what order you pick up to drive. So I went thrift shopping on Saturday. There's a new Goodwill that opened. It's a really nice Goodwill.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket.
It was good.
This is fucking awesome.
I felt like a loser though, because online it's like, oh, they open at 9. It's a new one that just opened, a big new one. Like I saw it, like I think this is only the second weekend that it's been open. There was like lines and crazy as shit. I'm like, oh my god. So I was like, oh, it opens at 9. I got there like 9:45 or something. I was like, oh, okay, I'll just, go in. I go to walk up. It doesn't open till 10. And like people are starting to pull up and starting to like wait outside. And I'm like, now I look like a loser waiting for Goodwill to open.
No.
I thought they opened at 9. I was going to be 45. I was going to be fashionably late. And now I'm one of these people waiting for it to open, whatever. But I got a couple shirts. I got this really cool record clock. So, yeah. And so, like, obviously the little thing that goes around, it works. I put a battery in it. So I hung that. My total was going to be like $33. But I was in line. This, like, old lady taps me. She's like, do you think you have $20 worth of stuff? And I was like, yeah. She's like, here's a coupon. I don't have enough to, like, use it or whatever. Because it's 20% off of 20 or more. Oh. So it came out to, like, $25. So I rounded up to, like, their whatever, donate to. So I was like, damn. So it was a good shopping day.
Awesome.
And then I was going to talk about Halloween. Just because of my hair today, it makes me look like Wednesday. So it's like, should I dress up as Wednesday Addams for Halloween? I'm also running all the Halloween stuff at Dimphos this year. So that's very exciting. All the little festivity stuff. Still a little too early for Halloween stuff, but I'm slowly getting pieces for the Ren Fair. I've got a skirt, which I don't wear, but I've got a skirt in. Joey doesn't want to go to the Ren Fair, but I asked him.
I saw that.
Yeah, but fall vibes they're vibing. And
they're full affected.
Yeah.
Also, I was corrected in last episode. I called them the Ember months, but it's really the Burr months because October is not Ember, it's Ober, so it's the Burr months.
The Burr. Okay, so that's how we will refer to them.
Yeah.
That's all I have, really. I really have to pee, though.
I have to poop.
There you go. And with that, that's how we normally end it. You know how we do, guys.
Thanks for yapping with us. Next week, maybe. Who's to say?
Us. We do it every week.
That's true. All right. Well, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
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 Bye.